You know, this is kind of a full circle moment for me. Late last year, when I started content creating, the first review I did here on my YouTube channel was for Wicked Part 1. And now, here we are nearly a year later with Wicked for Good, or Wicked Part 2. I got the opportunity to see this movie early, like a day early, and, since it's rather close to it still having been opened, this will be a spoiler-free review. Alright, the time has come, and not a tick too soon either. Wicked for Good. Let's review. As somebody that is a huge fan of the Broadway musical, I knew going into this film that I very likely wasn't going to enjoy it as much as I did the first one, because I gotta be honest, I've always liked Act 1 of Wicked better than Act 2, and I'm not the only one, trust me. I mean, I remember crying at intermission when I saw the Broadway musical for the first time back in 2013. I just remember thinking, wow, that was just Act 1. I mean, even if that was the end of the play right there, I would have been satisfied. That was incredible. Now, Act 2 was still good, but it's just not quite as hard-hitting emotionally. You see, Act 1 is a much more intimate and intrinsic story between a group of characters, and it's heartwarming, sad, and funny, whereas Act 2 becomes more of a widespread conflict. It has upwards of 5 to 6 storylines going on, and it's less melodramatic, it's more political, and tonally it's much darker than Act 1. Last we saw Elphaba, she was on a broomstick above the wizard's palace defying gravity. Now, a bit of time has passed since the first movie or since the first act. They don't really specify how much, but she's now fully embraced her role, or her rather put-on role, as the Wicked Witch of the West. From the film's opening scene, she charges straight into the dreadnought and doesn't look back. Once again, Cynthia Erivo shines immensely, and is the main reason why this film version works as well as it does. She plays Elphaba with the utmost conviction. You can literally see a physical change in her body, in her posture, in her mannerisms, the way she carries herself from the first movie. She embraces her darkness, but reminds us at the same time that it's still her in there. Her complicated relationship with her friend Glinda remains at the middle of everything, along with the lives and destinies of several other characters that she loves and cares for, who will never be the same again when she's done. Jeff Goldblum and Michelle Yeoh return to their respective roles as the Wizard and Madame Morrible. There's also a lot of other characters from the first one in there, whose fates and destinies play into the story in ways that will probably stun the hell out of you if you've never seen the Broadway musical. Now, Ariana Grande as Glinda has been kind of hit and miss for me throughout these films. I don't know, she sometimes seems like she's not really grounded in a lot of scenes. It kind of sometimes feels like they just filmed a lot of reactionary shots for her and are putting those in at the moments when the camera cuts to her. Also, sometimes her line delivery is a bit off. She is better in this movie, though. When she sings, I listen. Oh boy, do I listen. It seems to be the scenes that she shares with Erivo where she shines the most. She seems much more relaxed and in the moment. Say what you will about the two of them, but they have immaculate chemistry together. But one thing I wish they'd taken a little more time doing is to let some transition scenes play out a little longer. There's a lot of scenes that happen really quick, like say a character comes in with bad news, and then they tell the character the bad news, and then the other character kind of just shoos them away so they can get it over really quick, and we can move on to the next scene. It's like, well, wait a second, don't we want to let that stew a longer? I mean, I get it, they don't have a lot of time to cover, but I mean, those rushed moments don't let us connect with the characters as much as we did in the first movie. As expected, I didn't like Wicked for Good as much as Part 1, but it was still a very good movie with all the classic songs and some good production value and some good performances from the cast that make it worth it. Oh yeah, the songs. So Act 2 songs definitely don't hit the same way they do in Act 1. There's actually like 2 new songs in this film version, and they're okay. The last song in the movie was the most hard-hitting. That one got me. I've really enjoyed going and seeing these Wicked movies for the last 2 Thanksgivings, or, around Thanksgiving time. Gonna kind of miss it next year. I'm kind of sad I'm not gonna get go see another Wicked movie.